a wonderful reward you never thought before. Don't be scary when you are giving. Don't be scary when you are thinking good. Don't be scary when you care for somebody, when you have compassion for somebody. Don't be scared about that. Be open. Why is the whites receiving? They are receiving because they care for 20-even-year child who is not born. But look at our leaders. They care what they can put in their pocket to do unnecessary things, but they don't care about the children. And so if you come to be a leader in Africa and you care about the children, you are going to be in trouble. No ahead planning, but it's today, right now. And therefore, brothers and sisters, I want to encourage you. Luke chapter 12, verse 13. I want to encourage you. Be a giver, not always a receiver. Give from your heart. Sometimes when I'm looking at the television and I see some places where they show it, I know it's all things they show. They still show to raise money, to support others. But I still see, I said so some time ago, some people were like this. God's property, God's creation, some time ago they were like this. Sometimes I begin to cry. So I cry whenever, and so the frame of Jesus, what the way they acted, I've never watched it before. Maybe shed that because I'm scared. Whenever I watch, I flow tears because I have compassion for the man suffering. And so, brothers and sisters, we have to think, we have to care. Verse 13, he said the parable of the rich fool. Then one from the crowd said to him, Teacher, tell my brother to divide the inheritance with me. But he said to him, Man, who made me a judge or a judge over you? And he said to them, Take heed and beware of covetousness, and beware of covetousness. For one's life does not consist in the abundance of the things he possesses. So your life is not in possession. That is why when you have, you must share. He said, and he said to them, Take heed and beware of covetousness, for one's life does not consist in the abundance of the things he possesses. Your life is not in possessions. Your life is not in the computer. It's not in the car. Your life is not in the house. The mansion you have, your life is not in it. That is why you must share. Then he spoke a parable to them, saying, The ground of a certain rich man yearned plentiful, and he threw within himself, saying, What shall I do, since I have no room to store my crops? So he said, I will do this. I will pour down my beans and build greater. And there I will store all my crops and my goods. And I will, the 19, and I will say to my soul, So, you have many goods laid Let's hear what he said. Up for many years. You have many things for many years. So the rich man was acknowledging himself, the things he have, the properties he have. He said, you have everything. Thank you, Mama Matilda. You have everything. The rich man doesn't know that there are some poor people in the system he needs to support. Look at when the Lazarus went to his house. He never supported Lazarus. Even when Lazarus was eating the grubs, he asked the dogs to bite him. So he was acknowledging what he has. I have everything. I have all these crops. My soul, I say to you, rejoice. Don't worry about anything. I want to announce to you that your life is not in what you are acquiring for. Your life is not in the things of this world. Your life is not in the car. Your own car can kill you. Your own car can bury you. Your own car can put you into trouble. Your own car, your own house, you can burn at your home. And let's hear what the Bible says. He said, say to my soul, soul, you have many goods lay up for many years. Take your eyes, take your eyes, eat, drink, and be merry. But God said to him, fool, this night your soul will be required from you. Then who will those things be which you have provided? I believe God became upset of this guy. But in storing all he has, he didn't want to release them. He didn't even care about the poor and the needy in the system. Somebody in Africa will say, oh, for abroad there's money, everybody is okay. There are homeless. Trust me, somebody is in abroad and somebody who is in Africa is better than the one in abroad. Because we don't tell our stories. Brothers and sisters, we do not tell our stories. Sometimes you can be in abroad and even $1 you don't have. So if you don't have grocery in your home, it becomes terrible. We have people like that in the system. Everybody, it affects you. Some people lose their job and some people are even working, but it's from hand to mouth. From hand to mouth. And so today when they are being laid off, life becomes very tough. Some people have destroyed their credit, so there's no enemies of surviving unless they go to the government. Go to downtown and see. We have so many homeless in downtown. And so the Lord said to the rich man who was uplifting his soul, I want you to know that whatever possession you have, it doesn't belong to your soul. Your soul don't need it. Your soul don't request any of them because he didn't come to this earth here for possession. Everything you have in flesh is for this body. Hallelujah. The room, the big mansion you built is for your body, just to go and lie, not your soul. Everything you have acquired is not for your soul. And so, brothers and sisters, I want you to know that whatever you have is not for your soul. The guy was so stupid to commit everything he has to his soul. He never knew that the soul belonged to, the soul has an owner. Then one day the owner of the soul will come for the soul. Who will inherit what you have acquired for? Who will enjoy what you have acquired for? And so whatever you are acquiring from this world, this life is not for the soul. The soul have nothing in it, but it's for your body. Everything you have, the riches is for your body. To buy food and eat, drinks, and all those things. sleep at a good place just for the body. But remember that this body is going to be dust. It will be dust one day. It's dust, and it's going to be dust. And one day the pastor will stand and say, in dust I commit you back to dust, and so go to the Father. So God remind this rich man. So is he who lay up treasures for himself and is not rich toward God. So if you lay out all these treasures for yourself and not towards God, you are in deep trouble. Be a giver. Share what you have. Don't let it pain you when you are giving to somebody. Don't let it pain you when you are sharing. Some people are very wicked to a sense that when they are giving to the needy, they harbor their heart. It pains them, so they don't get any results. Don't give because God said give and it shall be given back to you. Don't think that. When you give freely. When you give free by requesting nothing back. Because it's our responsibility to give. To think for others. Brothers and sisters. Do not worry. He says, 22. Luke 12, 22. He said, then he said to his disciples, therefore, I say to you, do not worry about your life, what you will eat, nor about the body. This is the word from our Jesus' mouth. After we finish, I'm going to show you some things which you need to drink, which will help you. He said, do not worry about what you will eat, neither what you drink, or what you will wear. Nor about your body. Don't think about the body. Why people are spending a lot of money, thousands of dollars to polish this dust. To polish this dust. Many people are spending money to polish this dust. To make this dust clean. It's a dust. It's dust. You are spending money to polish things you don't need to spend money for. When some people are in need, when some people don't have what to eat, you know, you hear them, you see it. When you go to a place, children are lying on their belly writing by their future leaders. All those children, they are future leaders. Most of them have future. Most of them come out with a good life to support the nation. But you are spending all this. The time I didn't understand the Bible very well. I can buy one lipstick for $200. I have some lipstick. I put them down. I say I'm going to show to my grandchildren in future. I buy one lipstick, $200. I buy one cream for my face, $500. I can go to the store and spend money just to polish this dust. And since from the day I got to know that polishing this dust is useless once people are hungry, I ask God for forgiveness. Hallelujah. And so I want to assure you, brothers and sisters, the unnecessary life we are leading now is over, and it's over. I'm not saying look at your whole body to spoil, but minimize it. Go simple as I am. I have natural. Everything is natural. And I look strong in the Lord. Brothers and sisters, don't waste money. Jesus said about the body that you will put on. Don't waste. Don't waste money. Don't waste money. Be a giver.